Let's see what happens. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see here. Are we up and running? I don't understand why it is that way. Well, let's turn that off. And YouTube. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Let's see. See, that's not even showing up. Excuse me. Let's see. Nothing seems to be working today. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Let me see what I can do. Why is that not loading? Let's get myself started and set up here, trying to get things working, because for some reason things just don't want to work. Let's see here. Let's turn that off. Okay, let's close this here. Let's see if I can get some things working, figure out why things are not working properly. Oh, let's see here. Just waiting for people to join in. Trying to figure out why things are not working. Let me see. I don't know if I can figure it out in time. Sure. Save. Okay, why? Why is... I don't get it. No. Do. Waiting for everyone to come in while I'm getting myself ready, and for some reason that just does not want to load. Let me try something different while I'm waiting. Let's flip this over here. And let's go up here. Oh. Okay, let's try that one. And let's take a look here. What does this look like? It seems like it's fine. Okay. Switch this back. Now, let's see if this works. I have no idea why my stuff doesn't work anymore. Hello, welcome in everybody. How's everyone doing today? Just get myself started and set up here. Tony should be joining us here shortly. Let's see if she's there. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Nope, that's still not working. What is going on with these things? I don't understand. Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, you're doing well. Just getting myself started and set up here. Tony should be joining us here shortly, hopefully. I think. Let's see if I can figure out why this is not showing up. Hello, Fate the Lost. How are you? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Dum, dum, dum. Trying to figure out why some things aren't working properly while I'm waiting for everyone to join. It's not working for some reason. Oh, how about if we switch? There we go. Okay. Maybe that was what the problem was. Let's see if that works. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. Just waiting on people to join. Not sure where Tony is. Nope, that's still not working for some reason. Must have something wrong. Do I have... Look at settings. Just trying to get myself going here. Something's not working quite right. Trying to see if I can figure out why. That seems like that's fine. Something's not right with that one. Oh well. We are missing some people here today. Let's see here. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Ooh, she is.
Yes, he just invited me.
Hello.
Hello, Larry.
How's it going?
It's good. Ooh. Hi, Becky. Ellie's here. Becky's here. A few other people are
here.
here.
You got the party over there. I was like, ooh, no one's here. I'm bored.
I always get the party started.
Oh, they like you.
No, they like you too. They like you too.
How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah.
It's going.
My mic is not very loud.
How about that?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Huh. Yeah. It says you're too low. Turn up your mic.
Oh, I hear you just fine.
Okay.
Thanks, Ellie.
Okay.
Hi, JH.
How things been?
Good. Good. A little bit difficult, but good. Just trying to come to an understanding. If some people did or did not see my post, where I'm trying to figure out if pain and things are the reason why I'm slower, because it's not always apathy. It was pointed out to me that it was executive function. Hi, Randy. Hi, Sherry. And executive function, I thought it only meant when you did really stupid stuff, like when I set my hair on fire. I didn't know it also meant tying your shoes or getting up to cook vitamin rice. What supplements are you taking, Ellie? Hi, Randy. But what about it? How's it going for you, Larry?
Uh,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Well, there you go.
Life is different. It's probably just going to take a while to adjust.
Hi, Sherry.
Um, short
I'll
term
write
was
that down, Ellie, so I can look at that. Yes, just to give you a good idea of how much time I've been medically retired 3 years and I'm still trying to adjust,
hey Kim.
if that helps. Yes, it could happen to anyone. You're right, JH, but I do am diagnosed with dementia at the same time. But I wasn't making the connection between the dementia and putting my socks on upside down and not understanding why they didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't making some of those connections. Okay,
Hey Roscoe.
Elonzo. Well, I will write that down, Ellie, so I can look into it. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
So tonight our goal was to talk about. Thank you, JH. She said I'm okay. Tonight our goal is to talk about young onset Parkinson's and daily living coping skills. Does
Very important
everybody
topic.
does
Very important topic.
yes. Does anybody have anybody with Parkinson's, do you have trouble with your daily coping skills, how to make it through each day? I know that every day is different, every hour can be different, but I'm talking about the struggle. Do you struggle every day to cope and deal with your disease? That is what we're going to talk about tonight. Um, and it says that we need to give you a warm welcome. So, hello, friends.
We didn't do that already?
Yeah, we did. I'm just teasing. Oh, yes, we also take vitamin D with magnesium as well, Ellie. Most of us are taking that as well.
I don't take magnesium.
I, yeah. Well, some of us take magnesium.
Roscoe says he feels warmly welcomed.
Okay, perfect. And the purpose that we're trying to gain here is practical everyday strategies for living every day. Just basic living. I'm not talking about going out and running a marathon or things that if you could actually do them, you would uh, not be on disability. You would not have Parkinson's disease, probably. I mean, I know there's some few oddities like Jimmy Choi,
Who's
but
amazing.
he is amazing, but we are not all Jimmy Choi's.
Oh,
And it has taken him literal decades,
it
as he will
has.
admit. He
Yes,
will
do
admit to
not
you
do not
that
try to compare yourself with him. He has
no,
taken a long time to get to where he is,
yes.
and is not easy.
And he's admittedly struggling on his maintaining. So never compare yourself to anyone else.
Yeah.
So that's it. And Larry is not a doctor. I am not a doctor. We are just sharing um,
Our experiences.
our experiences, suggestions for help for Parkinson's entertainment purposes. You can use them in your life if you choose to, but if something seems absolutely different than what you're normally doing that we suggest, I highly suggest that you always talk to your doctor about it
Always.
first. I don't care what it is. If it's supplements, if it's, you should always talk to your doctor. Don't take the word of somebody online and go off and do something
You
without your doctor's knowledge.
you mean I can't go to my doctor and say I got this off TikTok?
No.
Oh,
Well, you
that's
can.
oh,
You can
okay.
say, I got it off TikTok. Is it a good idea to take this? You know,
So I shouldn't
but
just change up my medicines and say, well, TikTok told me
no, but I did.
to.
I did. I did literally change my medicine routine because I
Don't
learned
do
on
what Tony
TikTok.
did.
I learned on TikTok from somebody. Oh, I think I have to point that way to my
Yes.
giver. Okay. Um, and remember that nobody has the same experience. I don't care if you were diagnosed on the same day, you were next door neighbors, went to school together, it's your identical twin, who we know Becky's identical twin has none of this. But if it was your identical twin, they are not going to experience what you are experiencing the way you are experiencing it. It will not happen. That's because those neurons that get oxidized in the brain oxidize differently for each of us. It causes same symptoms, but yours may oxidize faster than mine faster than yours, mine in one place, yours in another. You cannot compare. So no comparing. We do that too often and it's not to our benefit.
Sometimes it could be a little bit helpful though, because hey, this is what I have and this is how I experience it. What about yourself? And well, this is what you have and this is
Well,
how you experience it. And so
that
just sort of
way,
understanding and seeing, oh, we are similar, but you have it worse than I do. How do you
right,
cope and deal with things? So,
right. And I don't know that anybody has worse Parkinson's than another. I think their Parkinson's
yeah.
affects them differently to where we might perceive them being better off or worse off than we are. But then if they had to deal with some of the things that we're dealing with and they're not, their perception could also be disjointed.
Mhm.
So
Good points.
just always be aware that you are an individual, your Parkinson's is individual. And you want to start with morning and routine coping skills, Larry, or did you not have it ready?
I
It's
didn't. I'm not ready. I didn't do it.
section 3. Okay, well,
Section
I'll
three.
start and you can start with the next one.
Okay.
Okay, so morning routines and coping skills. Okay, this is one thing that has been very difficult for me, especially as of late. I even posted some videos trying to get some feedback, which I got feedback. It was not the feedback I was looking for. Let's be honest. And that is the importance of consistent routines. So we should plan our most demanding part of our days for on times. And if you don't know you're on time, if you can kind of start tracking them, but you will never really know you're on time until you have taken your medicine consistently. You must always take your medicine consistently. I forget. I'm human, you're human. Sometimes I forget mine, you forget yours. You can tell you forgot it and you're like, do I take it now or it's too close to the next dose? I just have to suffer another extra hour. So, trying number one to take your medicine on time is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. Then you can start building and knowing when your on time is. For me, when I take my first dose in the morning, within 2 hours, I need a nap for at least 1 hour because my body gets so exhausted from that first dose. Hello, Larry. I mean, hello,
Hello.
Eric. Eric said hello, Tony and Larry. So I just read Larry. So that does take time. So you need to be aware of that when you're going to start establishing a structure for your coping skills and routine. One thing that gets me every day is getting out of the bed. And yes, there are times when I need to make a decision between finishing breaking all the bones and muscles that are broken or stiff and glued together loose, because it takes a lot of movement and slow movement because it hurts so bad when I wake up. I feel like I'm breaking parts of my body loose, or you're bending um, doll legs in the wrong direction to just try to get me moving so I can get up out of the bed. That there are times when I feel like I um, have to fight between getting up or wetting the bed because it is that hard, and that is my morning reality. Um, so stretching before getting out of bed, I do that. It hurts. You know, I'll put my arms up, I'll move around, I'll try to roll side to side. It hurts a lot, and I have to do that before I get up. Once I am up sitting on the side of the bed and it says for to try this with your morning routine and coping skills, I have to move my feet and make sure my blood pressure is up and my blood is to my brain from the orthostatic hypotension. And then I have to, it says, give yourself verbal or visual clues to start moving. And I do that. I think I'm going to go to the restroom and I'm going to feed the cats. And then I can come back and sit back down. I just need to get that far. So having those clues in your head can help you start coping in the morning when you first wake up, knowing that you need to have your medication um, and
Ow.
everything. Mine is I do my stretches, I get out of bed, go to the restroom, feed the cats, take my medicine. Then I just wait for all of that to kick in and do some good and for my body to start breaking loose of itself. And what does yours look like? And I'm sorry your knee is hurting from arthritis, Eric. It's not a good feeling. How does yours look waking up, Larry?
My my mornings
Yes.
with New
Your morning
Pro,
routine.
with New Pro, that helps a lot. But I have such a wide time fr time frame that it's hard to say what the routine is like. But usually, get up, um, work my way down to get some coffee. Well, let me see here. I guess it depends. If it's too early, because I have a thyroid problem, and so I take that in the middle of the night when I wake up. So if it's too early, I wait on the coffee. I might get some tea, but then I'll come back and get some coffee, and then I will usually. I used to go gaming. I don't do that anymore. So I usually come down and sit on the couch and turn on the tube, watch some stuff. At some point, I'll work my way over to my desk. Might check some emails, um, look at some stuff. But for me, the new Pro has been huge for the morning because I replaced that uh, an hour or two before bed. So that I found that that's before that, I was very, very slow in the morning when I got up. When I wake up before I take my meds, is there's a lot of time there sometimes.
Uh
Um,
huh. Yes.
so I would be very
Me
slow
too.
until after I took my meds. With New Pro, I'm not as slow. I mean, you can feel the tightness and all that stuff, but it's I'm definitely glad I have New Pro. But that's sort of
Yeah.
my mornings.
Lately, it's been 4 o'clock in the morning for me, and I don't take my meds until 7. So I've had a lot of time in between.
Yeah, my first pill is at 6 a.m. and I wake up anywhere between 1:30 and 4 in the morning.
Ugh, not good. And Laura, she's here. Laura is the same, that she wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, very early every day, and has to wait for herself to be able to take her medicine. So while these routines sound great on paper, also know that they're not always uh, feasible. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. Yes, Larry's box is different. That's because he's doing panoramic instead of portrait, or he's doing landscape instead of portrait. I can't even think of words the last couple of days, y'all. It's
I don't
driving
think
me
of words
mad.
most of the time. I just
It's
point
just,
like a little kid, go blah 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 blah. My family goes, "Oh, you want this?"
yeah, I don't know what's going on in my head, but I'm having a real hard time. I apparently just before I got on, text my son something. He said, "Do I need to come down because we have no idea what you're talking about?" And I said, "No, it's fine. I don't know what it was." Eric has trouble with words too sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah, words can be hard. Okay, you want to do mobility and physical coping?
Actually, I'm going to go down to where we talked about YOPD.
That is why. Oh, I went up too high. Sorry.
That's okay. I was like, "Where is she?" Now I don't even remember where we were at. Where
Okay,
what
so
number were we
I
on?
did morning. I just did morning, which wasn't here,
Oh, that's okay.
which isn't on this
There's a lot of
list.
good stuff here to cover.
Right.
So let
I
me
told
see.
you the dots are not connecting
Oh,
currently.
that's okay. I forgot we actually had this until I went to go live and went, Tony's gonna get mad
No, I'm not
at
mad.
me.
I'm not mad. I only pulled it up because I myself could not think clearly enough to.
That's okay. Let's see here. Um, so you did mornings, and you did
It starts.
not. So
I
daily
I
root.
didn't do key differences.
Right. Where's key differences?
It's like overall goal key differences.
Okay. Uh, movement and physical activity. So I don't do a lot of this anymore. I I did earlier last year, but I don't really do much physical activity more. Um, so one of the things for those that are not looking at our screens that we're talking about is we had some conversations with somebody, and they were giving us some information, and it's like, oh hey, what changes if we look at young onset versus what you told us? And so it wrote out some stuff specifically for young onset. There are key differences between young onset, late onset, and so um, I think it's okay if we sort of move back and forth. But movement and physical activity. Let's see here. So for young onset, if you can, I can't anymore. Exercise is really, 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 really important. Can't stress it enough. And we're not talking get up and go for a walk. That is great. Need to do that. Hands down, that's not what we're talking about when we talk about exercise. When you hear exercise is important for Parkinson's, that's to get your heart rate up. Now, depending on your age, would depend on how much you need to get your heart rate up. So the older you are, the less you have to do. The younger you are, the more you have to do. Um, and another sort of difference is less resilient on assistive devices. Although I did get me one of these because of my knees. And I found that I have some issues with my dystonia, so I need to figure out how to work around that. But we do have assistive devices if we need them, and they are very important. So please don't go, well, I shouldn't use this. Um, if you need it, use it. If you can try not to use it, do so. Because it will, cause weaknesses. So you need to exercise those areas, those muscles, to keep them going. But don't be afraid to use those. Coping skills, regular aerobic. I had to think about that one for a minute. Exercises, walking, cycling, swimming. Let's talk about swimming. Swimming is very important. Um, I don't know about everybody else, but I feel really good when I get in like a pool or something. It's much easier on my joints and with dystonia. I don't know how it is now with how bad dystonia has gotten again. Um, but in the past, I love swimming. It's easier to do. I can work out my muscles. It's easier on my joints. Um, I feel sort of cuddled because the water sort of pressure pushes up against me. Um, so to me, it just feels really good. But it's a great way to move, stretch safely. Maybe is the way I sort of see it.
Right. And it is important not to get in any water. Just, I'm going to say that real
Okay.
quick. My MDS was very adamant that I should never get into a lake or river
Oh.
because you can take a step right or left, not knowing how far away the bottom is, get yourself over your head and exhausted to get out. So my MDS
Mm.
warns me to never ever swim in water like that. That I'm limited to only pools.
That would probably be why I got so drained this summer when I could do some swimming, and that I had to take a day off and let everybody else go do stuff.
Right. When you and plus that water is moving, so it physically exhausts you at a much faster rate than if you were in a calm pool. So my MDS stresses that pools are the only water to get in. The other water is kind of very stressful and dangerous for our bodies. We can get very weakened from it. It's a dopamine suck really fast. Just my advice from my doctor, take it as you will.
I think that's great advice. I'll try to remember.
Yeah, right?
So Roscoe says sleep issue, L-thymine, magnesium. My eyes don't work very well.
Okay.
Something taken in the evening helps him fall asleep. I find a lot of things actually. I don't have issues falling asleep. For me, it's staying asleep. That's my problem. During the day when I take a nap, I have a hard time falling asleep. It usually takes me up to 30 minutes to fall asleep, and then I'm asleep for
Well,
30 minutes to an hour.
the medications that Roscoe was talking about, they help to, well, L-thiamine helps to restore cognitive function and stuff into your brain while you're asleep.
Mm,
And the magnesium, of course, calms you to go to sleep.
yeah, I find a lot of things don't help me, but me falling asleep, I don't have any issues. It's staying
And you
asleep.
got to make sure that you're taking the right kind of supplements
And you
because,
monitor that you don't take too much, that your body
right,
already, what does your body already have? That's why
right, your
I try to
doctor
stay
should
away
be
from the
blood
magnesium
testing.
stuff. Because
Yes, a
mine
doctor
mine
should
is
be
like a
blood testing.
middle level or whatever, but
Yeah,
oh, thiamine. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, good tips,
And
Tony.
then with
You're
that, be sure that you're taking supplements that are third party verified because they are not regulated in the United States. And there was a very well known uh, vitamin company last year um, that was found that their uh, one of their oils, I believe it was their liver oil or something, was actually 99% olive oil, and it was not fish oil because it is not regulated by the government. It can say anything.
Roscoe says it's difficult to take too much magnesium. Um, for me, uh, my le- I have issues with a lot of different levels, and so I want to try to be sure if my levels are like in the middle and they're good, I'm just going to leave that one alone. Of the whatever chart when you do your blood work, that's just what I do. If it's if it's down towards lower, then that's usually where I'll either focus on or take some additional ones or whatever. Um, but
Hello, Kim.
I'm just one who tries to be careful with. I
Well, I'm
have
going to
enough
take some
issues.
magnesium on my neck now.
I have enough issues I don't want to add to.
Roscoe, I'm putting magnesium on my neck now. This neck is fussing at me a lot.
Where was I?
You are at
Is it
balance, focused activity, strength, and flexibility, movement, and physical activity. We are talking about daily coping skills with Parkinson's and the things that we should be doing daily to help improve and maintain our physical well being,
if you can?
if you can do them,
Yep.
as many as possible, with a footnote. Don't use the easy I can't. That's my footnote. It's so easy to say I
Sometimes it's
can't.
okay though.
Right. But
Sometimes it's okay.
well, I mean, I understand if you're hurting and things like that, I get it. But I remember I couldn't walk a year ago and I can now because I didn't just sit in the wheelchair. So that's why I say
Mm-hmm.
don't use the easy way. Sometimes you got to work hard and dig deep. It depends, if you can. You cannot do your knee. I know that.
Well, that's also
But,
why earlier I said when I was talking about assistive devices, if you can
right,
without, do so.
right,
But it's good to,
exactly.
yep, important to use them if you need them.
Yes. If you need it, do it. If you can do it, do it. If you
Even
can,
even a little bit without it will help.
right. If you can try better than not try. Maybe tomorrow you take it 2 extra steps. You don't know, right? Or too few.
Let's see. Balance focus yoga. Yoga is really really good. I'm gonna come for some water.
We need to do chair yoga.
Yeah, I need to try to. I get so caught up in so much to do. My brain is so slow. It takes me forever to do things.
I know.
And I got to take a break and dumb my mind down for a couple hours and then try to do some stuff again. Um, but yoga is really good. I've done some in the past. I haven't done any recently. Um, but I love how much you can stretch and do and but there's a lot of different kinds of yoga.
Yeah,
Some of them I can't do. But I like going
right.
on YouTube and to Parkinson's Foundation, and they've got some yoga ones on there that I always like doing.
Yes. YouTube is a good source for chair exercise, yoga, all with Parkinson's, especially for Parkinson's disease.
Parkinson's Foundation is good for that.
Yes.
And then it talks about some other ones: Tai Chi, boxing. What's that one? That's good. Uh, I don't remember the boxing one that's good for PD.
Rock steady
Ah,
boxing.
yes. A lot of people have talked very very big about that, and they love it.
Yes, and
Um,
you can go for free usually.
oh,
You can get grants according to Jimmy Choi. You can apply for a grant to go free.
let's see here. Moving along. Big. Don't you talk about big?
Big. I
Big.
talk about
Mm-hmm.
big. Now, whether or not you're in pain or not in pain, you can still do big steps big posture and big loud voice, even if it's one big step, with that winching face that Larry has right now.
Yeah, I need a minute.
That's so. They're boxing. You have to look in your area for rock steady boxing programs, Sherry. Just look on the rock steady boxing. I think it's .org website. So when you're doing big, while Larry's wincing, you can do it in a chair. Big movements, big posture, set up straight. I'm sorry, Lisa. Lisa's hurt her ankle.
Oh
Set
no.
up straight. Stretch your neck like a giraffe. Big ankle. And then you want to say, big voices, and get your throat opened.
Now, when you're doing the big, don't push too hard. If you feel
Yes.
pain, stop.
Stop. But go as big as you can
Now, pain is
and repeat it.
weakness leaving the body. Boy, I must have a lot of weakness. But if you get
Yes.
pain, stop.
Hi, Roscoe. I wasn't screaming at you.
Oh, I was ignoring him, so he left me and went to you.
Yeah, no. But that's what big is.
Yes,
If you're in pain, Lisa, your ankle, I'm so sorry it hurts, but you can still big stretch movement
in a chair.
in a chair. You can still big stretch. You can still bend over in the chair and stretch and round your back. Sherry said, "I'm so sorry. I don't have a mic. I'm going to show myself out because she was the loud one."
No.
So that's what big is.
And back to you.
Oh, this is a hard one for me, guys.
What is it?
Very hard. Um, Daily
Mm.
routines and energy management. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome in. So, this is saying to create consistent routines before fatigue becomes limiting. So, we all know we have a fatigue schedule that goes along with our on off schedule. There are times that you can work and you start hitting the wall. Okay, Sherry, have a good night. So, there are times when you can start doing something and you know you're about to hit your fatigue limit, but you're trying to push through, and you go ahead and push through and finish anyway. And then for the next day or two, you can do absolutely nothing because you have no energy. Your dopamine that you had is completely gone, and you're
You
trying
used
to, for it to
all the dopamine.
yes, you've used all your dopamine. You've taken away your synthetic dopamine, is just a filler. It's not the good stuff. And your body can't function fully on synthetic. So when you are hitting that wall, it's time to stop. I need to tell myself this every time, and I've been doing a good job of it lately. When I
Yay!
start feeling myself tired, I stop. Whatever I didn't get done today will be there tomorrow or after
Oh,
I
it sure will
rest.
be.
Yeah, if I can rest and I can go back to it if I need to. If I feel like it later, maybe I take a nap or I just sit and color and relax, then I can come back to that thing. So you should plan your, again, going back to
Thank
taking your
you.
medication on time. Taking your medication on time allows you to know when you're going to be on and off your meds. It will allow you to know your peak rate of med time, when you are going to have the most available dopamine. And that is when you should plan demanding tasks. Going to the grocery store, uh, vacuuming and mopping the floor, whatever the most demanding things are for you to have to physically do, your exercise. Hi, Jess, missed you. Whatever your most demanding tasks are, try to schedule them on your uh, on times. And here is another one. I have to learn this one better. Avoid overcommitment.
Mm.
Learn how to say no, I can't, or postpone. Because, okay, Jess is listening while she drives. So you should learn how to say no. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. I'm sorry, I can't do it this way. I'll do it that way. And I've been told I'm useless for that by my family because I can't drive, because I can't do stuff. Alicia, how are you? Nice to see you. Because there's things I can't do. But you have to avoid overcommitting yourself um, in your brain power too. You can't tell people and commit to doing this, and that, and the other. Hello, Alicia. Good to see you.
Uh,
Hope everyone is great. Larry, uh, Eric wants you to tell your wife to be careful on her drive.
Jess, be careful on your drive.
There you go, Eric. He got air told. Um,
I've been doing pretty good with that, I think, so far. Um,
that's
Not
good. I'm
overdoing
not
things
good
and
at
trying
it.
to. Yeah, I grew up with a family that was very, very, very good at just watching TV and doing nothing else. So I got it in my genes.
Well, there was a yesterday. I got very, very cold. I'm still having fever off and on, believe it or not. I'm
Really?
still getting fever off and
That's
on.
no good.
Yes. And yesterday I had a little fever and I had gotten some stuff done and I told my son I have to lay down. I feel so exhausted. I text my son and my daughter and I think I have a little fever and I'm freezing. And 2 minutes later, he texts me, I got a package. Can you go get it? Which means going out and up the little hill to the front door to get the package.
And you said no.
I said, why did you wait till I was warming up? And he said, well, I had them hold the delivery till you were comfortable. So I went and got the package, of course. And but later I found out that my daughter was really unpleased with him for having
Mm.
asked because it could have sat there for the hour until they got home. But that's me, overcommitment. Okay, I'll do it. I just told you I don't feel good and that I think I have a fever, but I'll go outside where it's cold, damp, and windy and get your package 2 minutes later. But yes, overcommitment is my way. And then it says, listen to early fatigue signs, like I was talking about. If you feel like you're about to hit a wall, stop. I've been doing good about that part when it comes to my personal stuff. But I will go ahead and continue for someone else. So I got to make a balance there. Make sense, folks? It's just crickets. You go ahead, Larry.
Okay, I guess I'm on four. Oh, that's a touchy subject. Okay.
It's a touchy, touchy subject.
Work, driving, and social life. Well, I haven't had a social life in a long time, except for everyone online that I'm very
You
thankful
have a
for.
TikTok social.
Yes, that I'm very thankful for. Um, Now, my not getting out and do social stuff is only because Jess works a lot. Two little kids. They get home from school. Even while I was working, gotta get dinner. Gotta get them ready for bed. Got them right. So there's just never any time for all that stuff. So
Exactly.
it wasn't just me sitting home. But continuing employment. That is definitely an early stage concern that I have myself hit a wall on. Um, and it's
Yeah.
hard to explain to people who don't know who you were why you have to stop working. And when they don't see the challenges with your hands. And boy, ask Jess, they get hurting. they get they get locked up and they get hurting. Um, Driving safely, and that's why I don't drive at night and I don't drive long distances anymore. Um,
I don't drive at all.
I drive just short distances, and I'm sure at some point my primary care has even said so herself. Pay attention, listen to Jess. When it's time, cut it. And it's like I have no problems with doing that. You're,
Yeah,
I want to make sure everybody else is safe, not just me. And so if I've
right.
got to cut, I'm going to cut.
I had to do that a few years ago. It was really, really difficult. But the most difficult, I think, since then was not even being allowed to Uber anywhere.
Mm,
Not
they
allowed.
do have the safety things on there.
Well, I'm not allowed to leave without a shop. My kids don't trust me because it's not only getting in the wrong car. I've left my phone.
And it's
I
understandable. With their
I
concerns are
froze up in
understandable.
Walmart and didn't know I couldn't walk. I don't know where we're at.
But hey, you got to stay home, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta stay at home, bestie. But yeah, that was hard. Uber, no Uber.
Mm.
You can't even go down the road to the Walmart and walk around and come home for no. You have to wait for a babysitter. That's rough.
Um,
Oh, Eric gets to sleep in because he doesn't have to work in this early tomorrow.
Deciding when and how to disclose diagnosis. That's very important. Not all workplaces do people feel comfortable disclosing, and not all workplaces follow the laws. I was
Exactly.
very, very lucky that I had my direct boss and my director, very good people.
I
Very
was
good
a
people.
little bit different situation, whereas I had my store and not my diagnosis. But Alicia, that was here, I don't know if she's still here or not, but she knows because that's where I met her, is at my store. And she became my beautiful friend. And I changed dramatically from who I was when I opened the store to when I closed it. Oh, yeah, she says I am here. And I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't physically. I even cut the days. I kept cutting how many days, how many hours I would be there, how many, and I just couldn't do it. Hire somebody else to clean for me, and I couldn't do it. It was it was kind of fast, wasn't it, Alicia? Like I was one person and then I was a different person. And I wasn't even diagnosed or knew then. I was just having all the non-motor symptoms. She said, yes, it really was fast. I was having all the non-motor symptoms wreaking havoc in my body. And so I guess I was my boss that took it away, but my kids also took it away. Yeah, like a Mack truck out of nowhere is what she said. Yep, that's how it hit me. And here we are now.
So you know yourself whether or not you should disclose or when the right time might be disclosed. Don't let anybody tell you when you need to disclose your employer, or even if you do at all. Some people don't; they never do.
We
I
have
did.
people in our group who have not
Mhm.
disclosed.
I did because I knew I could trust them. I work in a place that they value integrity and things like that. Um, and so I did, which I was glad that I did tell my immediate boss. Um, but yeah, that can be a challenge because a lot of people have a long time to work, and you don't want someone, employer go, oh well, you got that, well I'm gonna have to let you go because, or find a reason to let you go, because that means these other things here that it doesn't, because everyone's different on how they progress.
Right. And my son's employee who has Parkinson's, um, she disclosed in interview. because she couldn't hide her tremor, right? But I'm so happy for her that she was the one that he was who she was applying with. That she found someone, God directed her to someone to understand and give her a job and give her a chance. So it can go both ways. It can have a positive outcome
Mm-hmm.
too.
It could.
I
Uh,
couldn't find a job. I got turned down for Walmart greeter. That's rough.
Workplace accommodations are huge. Now, you can't accommodate everything. And I think this is where people get a little bit confused.
Mm,
I'll use myself as an example because I did have somebody at work who was like, well, just do an accommodation. It's like, I can't. So, for your role, you have things that are required, period. If you don't know what they are, you can ask, what are my, and I don't remember what they call them, but just things that you're required to do. And so I had a list of things that I was required to do. Well,
roles and responsibilities, I think is the name.
could be, it doesn't
Roles.
ring a bell, but could be. Um, so for me, lots of cognitive issues, slow thinking, remembering problems,
Mhm.
not getting tasks done, not being able to do anything, like look staring at the screen, right? I can't go to my work and go, hey, this metric stuff that's on my responsibilities, I want an accommodation request not to do those. Can't do that.
Right.
You can say, because of my symptoms, right? So we sort of talked about this a little bit last week when we were talking about disability. We don't go, well, we have Parkinson's, so we can't do these things. We say, these symptoms are causing this problem. I would like an accommodation to work from home. And here's why. Here's what it's going to do if I work from home. So for me, I had balance issues, neuropathy in my feet. I still get it, and my feet get so uncomfortable. I can't even begin to describe with dystonia. And oh,
Hello.
sorry, TikTok is asking me as I was there, and I had to move the thing over. Um, so the your feet just get so uncomfortable, the cramping, balance issues. Even my boss was worried about my balance problems when I came in one day. Um, and just all the issues, the things that I go, they do. So I was like, hey, let's do an accommodation request. So they went through their processes, and I don't remember what they all were. I do remember they reached out to the doctor and they had some communique, and then that got approved. So you can ask for accommodations, right? Monitors, keyboard, mice. Uh, I can only talk about my stuff that I can relate to. I don't know about other professions, but sitting at a computer, dragging at your speaking, those sorts of things. Um, my hands, I had lots of problems with my hands. I don't remember if it was earlier last year or the year before. I didn't have to do an accommodation request because my boss went ahead and got me a different mouse. Um, but my hands this year have gotten a lot worse to where I can, like they get tight and I just like hit the wrong keys or I don't know, just do different things weird. And so I don't use my hands a lot. And I do the same thing at home. I don't cook a lot. That's lots of things I don't do at home anymore because of my hands either. Um, uh, so when you do accommodation requests, you can't do them for things that you're required to do, um, whatever they're called. But you can ask for accommodations to help you complete tasks or do things or what have you. Regular driving self checks. I'm not sure what it means by that.
Regular driving self checks. I think that would be like you do an honest evaluation of your driving skills.
That's hard for a lot of people
Anything that is honestly looking at yourself is hard for people.
because
People,
people view that as, what do you call it? Like driving is what am I looking for?
it's a big
Freedom
deal.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
um,
Yeah. And anything that anybody, has to do with self evaluation is very difficult, no matter what it is.
So check on yourself or ask others what you know about that as well.
Yes. I say if you can't pass a sobriety test at your MDS, then you don't need to be driving. That's my personal opinion.
Staying socially active to avoid isolation, which is really hard for people with PD. Thank goodness for social media. So we can
Yes.
all talk and 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 be
And we
active.
do too.
Some more than others.
I know I talk a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know what practicing confident communication about Parkinson's is.
I think that means to be educated with the right information so that when people ask you a question, you answer them properly and you know what you're talking about. That's what I get from that. I could be
Okay,
wrong.
maybe.
My noggin hasn't worked properly lately. Um, so the next section is fine motor skills and daily task. The difference is between young onset and regular Parkinson's disease. In young onset, you have subtle changes rather than a majority of difficulty hit you at one time. So you don't go from 0 to 60 quickly, but you're constantly going downhill, okay? Because you're progressing in your disease. So it's saying to modify your techniques before things become frustrating um, and hard. Use different tools with larger grips or ergonomic tools. And I'm going to show you this pen, this little fatty pen is what I got because it's much like a children's crayon. And I got these because I couldn't write and I was trying to be able to write. And now I can color. But when I started with these, I couldn't write. So that's why you practice your fine motor skills every day. It's not just about increasing your writing. That allowed me, I couldn't put in my earrings, then I could put in my earrings. I had a lot of struggle tying my shoes, but I can tie my shoes because when you do stuff practicing, you're building neuroplasticity. So, what happens is you have a roadblock in your brain where those oxidized zombie neurons are just laying around clogging up the place.
I have a lot of under construction going on in my brain.
Yes. So, when you have neuroplasticity or you build these techniques to teach yourself to do things differently. Remember, I told you all I bought left handed scissors because my right hand started tremoring before my entacapone. And I started teaching myself to cut left handed as well. So I could have one or the other hand working to cut when I needed to cut something. Because I don't know about you all, but packages just of food are hard to open. I have to have scissors. I can't pull apart potato chips to
I
open
can't do
them.
that either.
I have to have a scissor. So, since I had adapted to a scissor, I had to further adapt to teach my left hand to use the scissor. So, that's what it's talking about. Whether you use voice to text, I do that all the time. Larry can, I had to say I was still here. Larry can tell you I'll come out with some wacky doodle text words because
Yeah, between you you doing that and my cognitive issues, it gets comical sometimes. Like, what? I
uh-huh,
don't.
my kids will tell you too, it's crazy. So using text to voice reminders, everybody says to set alarms to do these things. And that's great, but I really am struggling with alarms as well. I don't do well with time. I'm struggling really hard right now. I have to look out my bedroom window. Is the sun up? Is the sun down? I don't, I'm very much struggling to understand time
Mm.
lately.
Even looking at a clock or anything like that, you just can't understand.
And it doesn't
Mm.
register. I'm, I don't know I don't know what's going on. That's why I made those videos, and I
I
thought
wonder.
maybe it was a something that's not apathy. And Tracy said, I think it's your can be contributed to executive decline, executive
I wonder
dysfunction.
if there are clocks that are like sun and moon, where the sun might rise and it's noon, and then it lowers, and then the moon comes up, and then it lowers. If there
Oh,
might be
that would
something.
be cool. Surely there is.
I wonder if they have it, if that might be helpful to you, so you don't have to keep
That
looking
might be
outside.
helpful because when I see the time, I have to look. Is there sun or no sun?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if it's day or night right now. I've been having a lot of trouble with that lately, which,
Ow.
or just losing time. Like my time is lost. I will think it's, I will sit down to think about what I'm doing next. And I swear it said it was 12, but now it's 3 o'clock and I don't know what happened to those 3 hours.
That's as far as I can open my hands.
That's terrible.
Sometimes there's worse, but
I don't know why this one always is up. My pinky likes to be up. I have to
hmm,
force it down, but it likes to stay up all the time. Tell me that one, Larry.
I don't know.
I don't like your hands hurting like that.
Oh, no, it's not just the hands, it's the shoulders
The
and
shoulders and the
it's
back and
especially
all
the
the way
left
to
side. Oh my goodness.
it's not good. Does anybody have any questions about those things or contributing ideas to time or ideas of how you cope with your Parkinson's on a daily basis?
One thing that might help is
Yay!
the Davis Finney's Foundation's Every Victory Counts book, and they have one for caregivers too.
Look,
Uh,
I'm doing it right now. How do I get it? See, I can't make it focus. I can't even make it focus
you
on
might
my.
have to tap on it, but I can send you a link, Tony. And if you can't get that to work, let me know. I can send you a link as well.
Let me try this other phone.
You might have to tap the screen where the
I got the phone to do it.
okay. But I love the good book. Great information
Oh,
on
it
there.
says deactivated.
Oh, I'll have to ask him about that. Okay. Well, that's no good.
Well, that's good to know. We'll get you. You might be, sometimes they use those codes are temporary.
Mm, you have to check on it. The other thing that's very useful, I found this useful, uh, is the Parkinson's Foundation Hospital Guide.
Okay.
If you don't have this, get it. I used this when I got my stint last year, and I followed the directions, and they let me take my meds with me and use my
Mm-hmm.
meds. Now, not everybody gets to use that, but uh, excellent resources. So, if you don't have them and want them, let me know. You should definitely get the Davis Finney one.
What? Yeah, when I did mine, they let me take my meds, but my MDS is part of the hospital, and he
Mm,
made sure I had my meds. Like
yeah.
he's literally in the same building. No, he's across the street. Never mind.
So, very good resources. Hey, Angie. Um, for everyone to get, send me a message. I can send you a link
Aren't there
for
like
those.
7 or 8 of those books from the Parkinson
Yeah, they
Foundation?
do. They've got several. Yep. They've even got one for newly diagnosed people.
That's how I found out about my son.
Mm,
Because when my Parkinson Foundation books came in, he took my early signs and symptoms book.
mm. And Besides Tracy and myself, if you're out there and you don't know either one of us, and you want someone to talk to, maybe you're a caregiver, person with Parkinson's, etc. Davis Finney, if you go to their site, um, and you go to like resources, I think there's ambassadors that are on there, and you can message the ambassadors and hey, I need someone to talk to, I need some help, and they'll be more than happy to answer questions or to help you out, point you in the right direction. Yeah, Angie, our hospital is packed as well. It's really hard to get through it, especially the emergency room.
From the flu?
Oh, ours is just always packed. Doesn't matter what it is.
Okay. Some hospitals around the country are packed up like COVID right now
Mm.
from the flu. Alicia, how's Adriana? If you're still here, honey. She's amazing. Is the naturopath working for her? Her daughter has POTS. Bless her heart,
Mm.
young age for that. Not even 18. Okay, great. That's good to hear. She says she doesn't have POTS anymore.
And she's got an emergency bag ready to go, updated with meds and everything. Good work,
Very
Angie.
good, Angie.
I don't have that.
And Angie, you go in on Monday for surgery?
Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. One of the things that I found, Angie, is putting my meds in the bag with the label and everything, just the actual meds that I get from the pharmacy, sticking all that in the bag. So when I went in, I was like, "Can I take my meds?" And here they are. And they looked at each one and saw the labels and all that stuff, and that's one of the reasons why they let me take them while I was there. They said I had to take them with them watching, or they had to know about it or whatever. But that's why they let me take it.
That is awesome. I also took my own, but it was already predetermined that I could. That's amazing, Alicia. That is amazing. So, nursing school, no problem now. That is so great. I can't breathe through my nose again, Larry. Did you make me sick again?
Yes, I did through the
Look,
computer.
look, the air can't come through.
I have that problem a lot with my nose, which is no good because I've got a CPAP and an O2 concentrator, and sometimes it gets really hard trying to go to sleep.
Yeah. I'm just like, whoa. I don't know why I can't get rid of this.
And for me, nothing
It's,
helps with my nasal stuff. Nothing.
well, I mean, all of this, I can't know if you can tell because filters, but my eyes are starting again. And
Mm.
I'm like, is it allergies because spring is springing early? I saw daffodils poking up this morning, about an inch tall. So I don't know. Maybe it's springing early. Any questions or anything on the daily routine schedule? Does anybody do anything in particular that if they don't like, you do something every day, and if you miss it, you are having an issue? Is does anybody have that thing?
I have issues every day. I can't figure out a way to get out of the issues.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm the same too.
Although
I
I have found
uh,
with not working and being able to take naps. I mean, naps
Good night,
naps
Alicia.
naps don't make everything better. It just makes me not fall asleep. But um, just to be able to, I don't know, things are, I wouldn't say easier, but
Calmer.
yeah, like I don't have to try to rush down. If I'm just not understanding something, I can just sit and just watch TV. I don't have to worry about bosses, not getting work done, not meeting my tasks, and things like that. So, um,
That was really, really difficult for me. For some reason, I have to keep two or three different journals every day
I just
to
have
make
one journal.
myself make up paperwork for myself
Mm,
to keep. I have to do, I'm convinced it's pretend secretarial work because I'm so used to having paperwork to do.
mm.
And I don't know what's wrong with me. I shouldn't have to be doing all that to function. See, Lou, you still
You're gonna get me
see.
coughing.
I know. Well, I saw on the news that the flu is really, really, really hitting hard this year. And I said, well, thank you that I took the flu shot because I would hate to see what it would have been
Yeah,
like
I'm
without
I'm
my
glad
flu
that
shot.
I do that every year. I with my issues, I just
I always, I know it's a big controversy, but in my opinion, you do you, boo. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't, okay. But I'm not going to get in your face. You don't get in mine. I don't want to share what you picked up.
with between PD and dystonia and stuff, getting sick, meds don't work, and it gets worse. Yeah, I just mm-mm.
Your meds don't work, and I think that's part of, well, something my cousin mentioned to me was your body is probably always trying to fix the Parkinson's
Mm.
because your natural physiology is to fix what's wrong or work on healing what's wrong. So it's already trying to fix the Parkinson's. Then it's trying to fix the dystonia. Then it's trying to work on the dementia. And you decide to throw bacteria and viruses at it. So your body don't know which one to pick first. And my guess is you're going to be sick till March or April. And I said, I don't like your guesses. But he thinks it'll keep cycling through. That would be really suck, Larry. Let's punch him in the nose. We're going to punch you in the nose, Mike.
It's Mike's fault.
It's Mike's fault. You know, he will see this, so that's why I told him, because he watches this. So we blame you, Big Mike. But yeah. Yes, Kim, the super flu is on the rise. But all my flu tests were negative. You didn't go to the doctor, did you?
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't need to because Jess's family did, and Jess did. Yeah, there's just no point.
And you already knew
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yep.
And nothing you can do about it.
Nope. I'm just along for the ride.
Well, at least your son was happy he got you sick.
He was?
Yeah, I asked him, are you glad you got your dad sick? And
No.
he started giggling and said yes.
When'd you do that?
The other day we
Oh.
were on a live and
Oh.
the kids came in to say hi to me and
See, that's why I
I
stopped
asked him.
listening. I have no idea what you're talking about. Which is a common thing. Just comes in. We talked about such and such. No, we didn't. Yes, we
Right.
did. No, we didn't.
But that's how you and I are so different though. When I say we talked about something or anything, it never ever happened.
Well, it never
You
ever
forget,
happened. That's a possibility for you.
well, you talk about stuff, you forget stuff that actually happened.
Hmm. And you,
And I
yeah,
talk about stuff
it didn't
and
happen.
remember stuff that never happened.
There we go. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, we're opposite on that. And to be perfectly frank, I don't know which one's worse. Because you start making rumors for people. I had a dream that the tree was really, really white and it was summer green leaves with all these white fluffiness all over it. And I figured out that it was Persian cats. And I kept telling my kids it was Persian cats. And they had me locked up in a hospital. That was my dream.
Must not have been your son, Walt, because he would have just had you back up in the backyard with the chickens.
Oh, that no, he's my real son.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have just put me in with the chickens. His wife might have stopped him. But I guess I've been thinking about that a lot to make that dream. We're just going to sniffle tonight.
Cough, cough. Sniffle, sniffle.
And what about you? What are your closing thoughts since we don't have questions?
A lot of people, want to work, and be successful at work and things like that. And it's easy to tie who you are to work. If you do that, what happens when you go on disability that you don't expect? Thankfully, I stopped tying myself to work a while ago. I miss my team, but so I didn't have that sort of issue with not working and now what's my identity. Now it's just what I do and how can I do with my symptoms and issues and stuff. But so yes, it's in this world you need to work a lot and do all that kind of stuff and make lots of money, but don't tie your identity to work. Don't tie who you are to work. And work is not everything. Family is everything.
At the end of the day, the most important things in life cannot be bought and sold.
Nope. And friends. Like Tony and everybody.
Yep. I can't buy Larry. I can't buy Kim. I can't buy Lisa. I can't.
Well, you might win them on sale, but.
On that note, I think that I will get us scheduled next week for Richie Pecunas, Laugh Dr. Richie. He has a very good excerpt that he sent me from books that he is writing. These books are free books about this subject and work and disability. And I'm going to set up for him and you and I to talk during this next week. You're not going to remember this in 10 minutes, but I'm going to set that up. You're going to love the things that he has to say on this subject.
Okay.
I was actually going to get your email so I could forward it to you. So I was surprised that was the one way of contacting you I don't have is an email. But
really?
Yeah, because I asked him if I could send it to you. So I don't want to send a portion of somebody's book if they're not ready for it to be out yet. But Richie has a very good take on this subject after 30 years of YOPD being just our age and forcibly hitting him in his 20s, or maybe early 30s. I think he was young, diagnosed at the same time as Michael J. Fox, right around the same time frame. So this is he's got a very good perspective about that work and disability and identity perspective. That would be good to share with everybody. So we'll look at that for next week. Everybody will love it. Larry's like, sure. I'm not sure who you're talking about right now, but okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember what you've been talking about. That's such a snap in my head.
Like, I can see on your face, you're just like, he's saying words, I'm going to smile.
Happens with Jess and others too. They're just talking and I'm like,
Wait,
How
wait,
long
I
have we been
do
talking?
that
I don't
too.
even remember how long we've been talking because that
I do that too. I talk a lot, but I also, when people start talking and it's a lot of details, which I talk and give a lot of details, my brain checks out. It's like I can't keep up, just shut down.
or
And
multiple
you just
people
start
talking at
hearing.
once. It's no, I can't stop. So I need one person.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Just give me little baby things. Let me sort of process as we. No guarantees. I don't remember what you're talking about, but that's a lot better. The little baby feeding.
And tomorrow you'll have to tell me all over again.
Tell you what.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I'll get on that for next week. That'll be good. And you can say goodnight to all your family and friends.
Angie's the only one here.
Angie is the only one there.
Yes. Everyone else left.
I know they left me too.
Well,
They left me too.
good
But
night
it's
to
okay.
everybody.
And Angie's surgery is Monday, correct? Did
Yep,
she
I
say
mentioned
yes?
that, Angie. The only person here who cares about us.
No, Angie's surgery is
Oh,
Friday.
Kim's back.
Oh, Kim left my side and came to you.
Oh, she was on your side. Oh, see, you didn't say that.
Yeah, she
Okay.
didn't want you to cry. Baxter says she's still in the room, but she's completely checked out at this point, involved in her coloring.
Are you sure she's not too busy singing?
She might be singing.
Have a good night, Kim.
Okay, everybody, you have a good
Good night,
night. Oh,
everybody.
Richie's
Oh.
here.
Oh.
Richie's here. Wait, time out. We were just talking about you, Richie.
See, that's why you
Hi,
summoned him.
Becky. I did. I summoned him with my
I think you said his name
powers
3
that
times,
we.
didn't you?
Yes, I said Richie Pecunas, Richie Pecunas, Richie Pecunas, and just like Beetlejuice, he appeared.
That'd be funny if he appeared behind
Rich,
you. I love the latest video that I think it was later that he posted with him walking in the suit or whatever, or was that somebody else? I don't remember.
no, I'm sure it was him.
Okay.
So Richie, Larry was just touching on a subject that was very
Angie's
much
half
like
here.
the email that you sent me, and I was going. Yeah, he said that was him, Larry. And I was going to contact you and still can if you would be interested to co host next week and talk about that document that you sent me, what you wrote. Larry was touching on that subject with a few similarities to you, and I thought that would be a great subject for next week's
Has he done lives?
podcast. Uh, Richie is an excellent speaker.
He's done lives?
Richie does lives with us. Richie does in person.
Right, but he does because you.
Oh, he can go on live.
Okay,
Yes, he can
okay,
go on
okay,
live.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, he can go on live. He's a good.
Oh, I'm not doubting his speed. I mean, to just look at his. I was just what because I've done that
Yeah.
once where I was like, "Hey, let's do a co-host." Oh, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't get up here? What? How many lives? Oh, you haven't
Oh,
done
no,
any.
no, no.
Yeah, okay.
He can do it.
Okay.
He can do it. But we'll just let him decide. We can talk about it though, Richie, but what happens on this broadcast is Larry has it streaming on multiple platforms at the same time.
Yeah, only one,
And
unfortunately, but one other one.
okay, and then it uploads to YouTube afterwards. So it's good exposure
We could talk about his
too.
books too. Yeah, and if he
Yeah,
has,
he told me let me know details tomorrow. Yes, we can talk about his books that he has written for people
and if he's got
that he
links, I can add them
yeah,
to the description as
yeah,
well.
see, he'll add your links and stuff, Richie. He's also a professional speaker for Parkinsons and other things, so you can add that link up too for him. And he is going to karaoke it up for us in June with Becky. They are going to be the karaoke superstars. That'll be fun. Okay, guys, now we'll go for real, and I will get in touch with you, Richie. He said, "Oh yeah, baby, I will get in touch with you for tomorrow for that." And we'll all say good night.
Good night,
Again,
everybody.
good night, y'all. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.